Thank you and welcome to this workshop on the role of ontologies in biomedical AI. This workshop is organized by George Gutos and myself. My name is Robert Hoehndorf. George is participating remotely. So George is a professor in clinical informatics, clinical bioinformatics in Birmingham, and I am a professor in computer science at King Abdullah University of Science and Technology. So this is just an introduction. So why do we have this kind of workshop, or what is the purpose of having this workshop? So we started from the observation that basically we have machine learning everywhere in biomedicine. All of biology, we have machine learning. And the question that we wanted to ask, or that we asked ourselves first, and that we want to address here is, what is the role of biontologies in this revolution, which is entering bioinformatics, biology, biomedicine? So in particular, how will this impact biontologies, which is our main research area? So there are two sub-questions that we would like to address here. So one is how ontologies would be able to shape the use of machine learning in biology. So what can ontologies do in order to improve or make machine learning more successful in biology, biomedicine? And then the second question is also how machine learning can help to improve biontologies. So this goes in both ways. And what we are trying to do in this workshop is we would like to answer 4 questions, or mainly 4 specific questions. So the first thing is, we didn't actually know who is working on machine learning and ontologies on this interface in our community. So the first aim, or the first specific aim of this workshop, is to find out what is happening on the area of AI, machine learning, and ontologies on this interface. So what is happening in our community? What are the main themes, and which communities are involved in this kind of research? The second question that we would like to address in or through this workshop is what opportunities there are in the future, both for utilizing ontologies, maybe better than they are used now, for machine learning in biology or in biomedicine. And the second, how can we utilize this for research on ontologies itself? So how can we use machine learning to make our research on ontologies or improve this, have an impact there? The third one is what we would have to do in order to take advantage of these opportunities. So if there are such opportunities for ontologies to impact AI in biomedicine and the success of AI. So what will we as a community working on biontologies have to do in order to, or how do we have to change? Is there something that we have to need, that we have to create or modify in order to take advantage of these opportunities that present ourselves here? And the fourth one is the community aspect. So we would hope to form a kind of community around this topic of machine learning and biontologies through this workshop, by bringing people together who have this interest in this topic. And here we will have a lot of discussion. So we'll have some scientific presentation and a lot of discussion in the second part of this workshop. We'll also see if we can collect some points, maybe for a communique or some short position statement that we can put out from this community. So in order to address these points, we have a number of different steps planned for this workshop. So the first one will be a scientific presentations. This is mainly to get an overview of what is happening in our community. So we'll have 4 presentations today in many different areas of machine learning and ontologies. The second one is essentially a panel discussion, but we hope that we can start with a panel discussion and have a more round table discussion, or moving this to a round table discussion to see how we can move forward as a community of biontologists, how we can impact the use of machine learning and AI methods in biomedicine. Then there's a campus tour, and then there's a social gathering. So we're planning to have a dinner for people who want to join. It will be at the Grizzly Peak restaurant. I'll announce it after the coffee break. So without further ado, so this is going to be the agenda today. We'll have 4 presentations first, and we'll start with the first one right now. Then we're going to have a short coffee break, and then we'll mainly have discussion, followed by the campus tour. And some of you may want to go to your hotels. You can go there, and then we can have continue the discussion over dinner